The sound of the collision echoed in the villa. When Gao Yawen came to her senses, Zhuxi was lying on the first floor covered in blood, having fainted. Before she finished her words, Zhuxi broke away from her hands, slipped, and fell straight towards the stairs. Gao Yawen's face turned pale and she looked around anxiously. How could this happen? No, I can't let anyone know it's me. The brat doesn't dare to resist me. He can't cause any trouble. It's best if he dies. It's better to make the matter a done deal now. Soon, the servants' anxious and panicked cries were heard in the villa. The young master fell down. There's so much blood. Call a doctor. Where is the young master? Tell him now! Before the servant arrived, she turned around and went into the bedroom, pretending that she knew nothing, and walked towards the bed while taking off her clothes. Master, something happened! With a bang, the door of the master bedroom was pushed open. The maid who broke in saw two people on the bed and her face turned pale with fright. The words she was about to say were choked in her throat. Who let you in? Gao Yawen's high-pitched scream rang out in the room and she quickly pulled the quilt over her body. Yunancheng was awakened, frowned, and opened his eyes. When he saw Gao Yawen with her shoulders half exposed, his expression changed and he suddenly sobered up and asked unhappily, Why are you here? Nancheng, I sent you back and then you insisted. Gao Yawen was about to cry with grievance and blushed as she stammered. My head hurts. Yunancheng held his forehead. His head ached so much that he couldn't remember what happened before. He asked the maid impatiently, What are you doing here? The servant at the door finally came to his senses and said hurriedly, Master, the young master fell down the stairs. What did you say? Yunancheng suddenly raised his head, his face frighteningly gloomy, and immediately threw back the quilt and strode out without even putting on his shoes. Behind him, Gao Yawen hurriedly put on her clothes, got out of bed, and followed him out. The unconscious Zhuxi was rushed to the hospital by Yunancheng overnight. Mommy, come here quickly. Brother Zhuxi is in this ward. We have to go see him. When they arrived at the hospital, Sheng Xiaoxing dragged Sheng Anran all the way to the inpatient department. Xingxing, how did you hear that Zhuxi was in trouble in the middle of the night? Are you dreaming? I just know it, Mommy. If you don't believe me, come in and take a look. Xingxing, how can we disturb others like this? There was no one else in the ward at the moment, only the old man sitting next to him. When he saw Sheng Anran, he was delighted, stood up, and asked knowingly, Who are you? Hello, Grandpa. My name is Sheng Xiaoxing. This is my mother, and we are here to see Brother Zhuxi. Hearing this, Sheng Anran came back to her senses and introduced herself. Hello, Mr. Yu. I am the manager of Shengteng Hotel, Sheng Anran. Mr. Yu is here too, so is Zhuxi really injured? It was not until she entered the ward and saw Zhuxi lying on the bed that she really believed that Xiao Xingxing was not talking nonsense. Come in. The old man asked him to come in. Seeing that the old man was not as harsh and difficult to talk to as rumored, Sheng Anran breathed a sigh of relief and asked, worriedly, Why did Zhuxi suddenly fell down the stairs, hit his head and needed several stitches, and also broke his arm? After hearing this, Sheng Anran felt distressed. So pitiful. Sheng Anran looked at the pale little face on the bed. Although she didn't have much interaction with Zhuxi, he was about the same age as Xiao Xingxing, and she had a missing son who was the same age as him. When she saw him, she would always think of that child. As they were talking, the door was pushed open from the outside and Yunancheng and Gao Yawen walked in one after another. When Yunancheng saw Sheng Anran, his expression changed immediately. Why are you here? Yunancheng was originally in a bad mood because of Zhuxi's matter. Hearing this, his expression suddenly darkened a little, and he asked directly, No one knew that Zhuxi was injured except the servants in the Yu family. Where did you get the news? I came because of Xingxing. Sheng Anran was puzzled by his question. So what if she's here? The old man suddenly spoke, his old and steady voice echoing in the ward. How dare you look so gloomy and doubt someone who has raised her daughter so well? Look at yourself. Zhuxi can get hurt even at home. The old man spoke coldly. His unhappy eyes fell on Yunancheng, and he scolded Yunancheng in front of her without any hesitation. The old man actually spoke for Sheng Anran. Gao Yawen stared at him with wide eyes. She blurted out, Grandpa, Nancheng is too tired today, and he also doesn't want to... Shut up. I will investigate today's incident thoroughly and no one related to it will be able to escape. Miss Sheng, I heard before that you saved Zhuxi and Zhuxi likes you very much. When you have nothing to do, why don't you come visit Zhuxi more often? He will definitely be happy. Of course, I like Zhuxi too. Although he didn't have much interaction with Yu Zhuxi, he was about the same age as Xiao Xingxing. He didn't know if he had a mother by his side. If not, he would probably be the same as Zhuxi's child. The old man frowned and glanced at Gao Yawen. Why are you still here? Hearing this, Gao Yawen's face turned pale with anger. Then I won't bother you anymore. Why is the old man so nice to her? Is he interested in her becoming Yu Jingxi's stepmother? That's impossible. I have to deal with her quickly. After saying this, he secretly made an okay gesture to Sheng Xiaoxing, and Sheng Xiaoxing responded by blinking as well. Ah, I'm so hungry. Hey, Grandpa will take you to eat delicious food. The nutritious meals here are pretty good. After saying that, he took Xiaoxing out and left. In this way, it will be the time for Daddy and Mommy to spend time together in the future. Wait! After the old man left, Sheng Anran sat on the sofa. Beside her was Yunnan Cheng. The atmosphere became awkward. What did the doctor say? When will Jingxi wake up? He had been given anesthesia, but the effects had not worn off. You don't have to worry about what Grandpa said. You're very busy. I will arrange everything for Jingxi. It doesn't matter. I also want to come and see Jingxi. He likes the food I cook. Maybe he can recover faster. Hearing this, Yunnan Cheng's expression froze a little, and he sat down on the sofa, speaking in a lower voice. Sheng Anran, are you so nice to everyone? Sheng Anran frowned, fearing that Yunnan Cheng would suspect her of having ulterior motives because of her being attentive to him for no reason. Taking advantage of the situation to bring them closer, the old man and Xiao Xingxing secretly high-fived each other, their plan having succeeded. Sheng Xiaoxing and the old man secretly exchanged glances with a triumphant look in each other's eyes. Outside the hospital. What? Gao Yawen's face suddenly darkened. The relationship between Sheng Anran and Yu Jingxi is mother and son? Hearing this, Gao Yawen's heart skipped a beat. Yunnan Cheng's attitude towards Sheng Anran was too strange. She didn't believe that he would treat her differently just because she saved Yu Jingxi once. Even if she thought that she was just being suspicious. In short, she had to find out that Sheng Anran really had nothing to do with Yunnan Cheng before she could feel at ease. But it turns out that Sheng Anran and Yu Jingxi are mother and son.